The Pontiac GTO, often hailed as one of the most iconic American muscle cars, has a rich history that continues to captivate car enthusiasts and collectors today. Introduced in 1964, the GTO is often credited with igniting the muscle car era, a segment that would forever change the landscape of automotive performance. It was the result of a collaboration between Pontiac and its parent company, General Motors, aiming to create a vehicle that combined high performance with style. Initially offered as an option on the Pontiac Tempest, the GTO quickly became a standalone model due to its immense popularity. The first-generation GTO, produced between 1964 and 1967, featured a 389 cubic inch V8 engine that produced up to 325 horsepower, a significant amount of power for its time. The GTO wasn't just about raw power, it was about style too. The muscular lines, aggressive stance, and distinctive features like the twin-scooped hood and stacked headlights set it apart from other cars on the road. The GTO was not just a car, it was a statement, symbolizing freedom and rebellion, something that resonated deeply with the youth of the 1960s. By 1968, Pontiac introduced the second-generation GTO, which featured a more refined design and a host of new features. The body was longer, wider, and more aerodynamic, with a split grille and more pronounced rear end. The 1968 GTO was also the first to feature the iconic Enduro front bumper, made of flexible plastic, which gave the car a more modern and sleek look. Performance was enhanced with engine options ranging from a 400 cubic inch V8 to the infamous 400 Ho, capable of producing up to 360 horsepower. The second-generation GTO solidified its place as the car of the era and continued to push the boundaries of performance and design. In 1970, Pontiac made some changes to the GTO's performance options with the introduction of the 455 cubic inch V8 engine, marking one of the most powerful engines in the GTO's history. The muscle car was now reaching new heights of performance, yet the rising insurance rates and increasing emissions standards began to affect the muscle car market. The GTO, along with other performance cars, began to lose some of its popularity during the 1970s, as many automakers were forced to focus on fuel efficiency and safety features due to stricter government regulations. The 1970s were a tough time for the GTO, and by the end of the decade, Pontiac had discontinued the model. However, the GTO name wasn't forgotten. In 2004, Pontiac resurrected the GTO nameplate with a new, Australian-made version of the car, aimed at recapturing the spirit of the original muscle car. This version of the GTO was powered by a 5.7-liter LS1 V8 engine, generating 350 horsepower, and it was available as a two-door coupe. While the car's performance was impressive, it lacked the nostalgic styling of the original, which turned some enthusiasts away. Despite that, the 2004 to 2006 GTO still found a dedicated following and remains a collector's item today. The GTO's legacy is undeniable, and while the model itself is no longer in production, its impact on the automotive world is still felt. The GTO helped define the muscle car era and laid the foundation for the high-performance vehicles that followed. The Pontiac GTO's combination of power, style, and innovation made it a car that captured the hearts and minds of car enthusiasts everywhere. Whether in its classic 1960s form or the modern 2000s iteration, the GTO will always be remembered as one of the greatest muscle cars of all time.